What's up YouTube, Demi here, and this is going to be the Theorycraft build guide whatever thing for my build in 3.0. I know I said I wasn't going to do this until patch notes happened, but I'm pretty sure this build that I've created using Doomfletch has like little to no anything that can be affected by the patch notes other than losing some like Flasks stuff. So it's going to be a Doomfletch Prism Raider going crit and just being life based and just focusing on getting as much damage as possible. So here's the path of building stuff. I'll put the link to this ridiculously geared character in the tree. Obviously this is with like perfect gear, but here's the skill tree. Start out Ranger, go through life, go get some attack speeds, and then head up through Heart of Oak, proj damage, bow damage. Like basically I'm going to be leveling as a bow character, right? And then towards end game when I can get Doomfletch, which requires level 40. It requires a prophecy as well, so this will be kind of a bitch to get, but that's okay. Basically, you're just going to grab Vol Pact, and then you start stacking life and damage. Like, phase damage with bows is really important. Obviously, frenzy charges because we're Raider, attack leech, life nodes, proj damage, more life, wed, and damage with Ellie Pen, crit with bows, phase damage with bows, crit multi. I have phase acro, so that should help a lot. Forces of Nature, though that's not the right node, what the fuck. Forces of Nature for elemental penetration with attack skill. More frenzy charges, life. Phase damage crit, attack speed, life, elemental damage crit multi. It's a pretty, like, I think this is a pretty standard bow-based character with Vol Pact. I mean, I have attack leech for all Vol Pact to work very well. But, like, the only difference between this build and a normal bow build would be that you don't really prioritize fizz damage with bows as much. You want some attack speed as well. But because Doomfletch is 110% of bow physical damage is extra damage of each element, so every one flat fizz you gain, you get 4.4 LE damage basically. You get one of each LE damage. So it's like if you stack flat fizz, your damage spikes incredibly. So I stack fizz damage with bows to scale the base damage of the bow as well as scale the flat fizz from all of our gear and stuff like that. So, I mean, with like perfect mirror gear, I'm at 87% crit, almost 200k DPS, average damage, sorry, over 1 million DPS. Got all my stats, got 7.3k life, ridiculous leech cap. So the tree I have, where's my life on tree? 166% life on tree, not including jewels, I think. All of my jewels are 7% life, obviously. And we're overcapped on res. I'm actually not using Vingtars because I don't know, I don't need Vingtars really, but I need to get res to be balanced perfectly to see total full DPS, which is going to be annoying. But main 6-link, tornado shot, physical projectile attack damage, elemental damage with attacks, which is basically wed, LE focus, GMP, and increased crits. I tried some other stuff, but like it doesn't really make sense. I could take off LE focus and use pierce, which gives me a little bit less damage but allows me to shock, ignite, freeze at range, so I might be doing that. I'm not 100% yet. LE focus is way more damage, but for general mapping I think pierce is probably better. And then if we go to my other links, how do I get to them? I'm using Herald of Ice and Hatred with Curse on Hit Assassin's Mark, so my shatter effects will curse enemies with Assassin's Mark, which gives me power charge regeneration, increased chance to crit, life and mana gained on hit, increased damage taken from crits, so that's all good. Then you have cast and damage taken, Ice Skull, and Mortal Coil, Arctic Breath. You can make these lower level if you want. I always just max my cast and damage taken because I'm used to playing CI, but this will probably be like level 10 to 15, I'm not sure. I'm also experimenting with a Vol Burning Arrow setup for the main 6-link. If I have 2 6-links, which I doubt, obviously I'm going to go for a 5-link first and then a 6-link, but and then a second 6-link maybe. This is in a Belly of the Beast. This is just one-shot damage. I looked at the Ignite DPS and it's like a piss poor 5k, so fuck that, and we're just gonna use LE focus. Used to be able to do like millions of DPS with your Ignite because it all double dipped, but it does 5k, which is hilariously bad, so we won't use that. But this is basically just so you one-shot the bosses. 760k average damage, just one shot, dink, they're dead. Pretty funny. I think that's hilarious. And then other stuff, we got Blood Rage, Enhance, Portal, Vol Haste, whatever. But yeah, it seems like a pretty simple build. My items, like, I'm thinking I'm probably going to go for a Rare Quiver. Obviously not this good of a Rare Quiver. But if you can't get a rare quiver, you can also use drill neck, which drops your DPS. But I mean, it's not like a huge difference. I also looked at signal fire, which is better than drill neck, I think. No, it's worse than drill neck. So yeah, drill neck, you need quiver if you can get one, because it just adds so much flat fizz that it's like, it's really, really strong. But a like perfect rare quiver, which would be, this would be mirror tier in League, no problem, would be better, obviously. What else we got? Sarjonka's, I think, is our best helm. It gives a ridiculous amount of life. And it gives attack speed crit, which is nice. You can check if you want to do meme levels of DPS. If you put on Abyssus, hit the 40 to 60 fizz damage to attack is a stupid amount of LE damage with Doomfletch, but don't do that if you want to live. Devotos is also a good option if you want to go fast, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for Sarjonka's for the life. It's also should be fairly cheap. Belly of the Beast because it gives the most life possible on a 6-link. You can also just wear a Calm's Heart, but I'm leaning towards Belly because I want to have an extra link available, extra set of links for a single target setup or a Vol skill setup or whatever. You could wear a Calm's and just forego Vol Burning Arrow entirely, but I just want to play with it for once. I've never used it before and I think it'd be fun. Gloves, I'm leaning towards Gripped Gloves because of the Proj attack damage. You don't want that little bit of extra damage, you could just go for like a rare pair of gloves or like Shadows and Dust or Elemental Weakness on hit, some things, like if you want more damage, whatever. Actually, I wouldn't do LE weak on hit because you have Assassin's Mark. Don't do that. Boots, just life, movement speed boots. All of this gear is ridiculous. It's like, it's all perfect, so don't worry about that. Don't get perfect gear. Go for rare boots, rare gloves. Amulet, rare amulet most likely. I was looking at all of the options available, and I think this is the highest flat fizz you can get is just from like a single T1 flat fizz item. So, leading towards a rare amulet, sorry, with a bunch of flat fizz on it, and then life and whatever. This should actually have crit multi on it, but it doesn't because I'm stupid. And then rings, obviously you want flat fizz, right? So steel rings can have flat fizz as an implicit. If you get that plus the explicit flat fizz, then you just get life res, whatever else you need. Again, these are all perfect gear, so don't worry about that. This is like your endgame min-max perfection version with full mirror tier gear. That's not going to happen for most people, obviously. So if you cut everything in like a fourth, I would still be doing 50k average damage and 200k DPS, and that's more than enough to kill maps. I'm planning on just using this for mapping like up to T12, T13, T15, T16, maybe if I want to do Guardians. I doubt it though. I don't really plan on farming Guardians in a league. It's going to be speed farming maps most likely. Flasks using a Taste of Hate, Dying Sun, and a Wise Oak. If you have perfect Wise Oak balanced resistance, you get that penetration on all 3 elements, which you are dealing all 3 elements because you have a Doomfletch Prism, which adds physical damage as extra damage of each element. So you want to have totally balanced resistance, or you can lean towards any specific type, but I think I would probably lean towards Lightning Pen if I can't get perfect, or at least try to get 2 perfects. We'll see. Jewels, I don't think these are perfect jewels. Fizz, attack speed, life, proj damage. Okay, let me make a new one real quick. Or I'll just edit this. I think if you go for physical damage or physical damage with bows, doesn't matter which, it's a lot better. And then instead of attack speed, I need crit multi because I don't have much crit multi. So if I swap this for this, yeah, we get way more average damage. So we'll just swap all of those to crit multi just so we can see some truly ridiculous levels of DPS. If we go full DPS mode, we can break 1,000,000 actual DPS, which is pretty cool. And the calcs I'm using are Blood Rage, Hatred, Herald of Ice, Vol Haste, Power Charges, Frenzy Charges, Onslaught, Assassin's Mark. Actually, I don't think I have Onslaught anymore. I think I got rid of that on the tree. Yeah, I got rid of this. I thought about taking this for mapping. It'd be nice for clear speed, but I'm not 100% yet. I might drop these Force of Nature nodes, because, I mean, yeah, they give a decent amount of damage, but, like, it's not that big of a deal. We could just connect these instead to get Onslaught. I feel like Onslaught's just more move speed. Not so much DPS, but move speed. But yeah, there's that. There's Wall Burning Arrows. Stupid. That's not... I don't think that's accurate, because you can only use it once or twice. But, yeah. I'm pretty excited to play this. I think it'll be fun. I'll try to leave the paste bin or whatever in the description of this video. However I do that, I don't even know how. Export build. Generate. Share with paste bin. Okay, I got it. This will be in the description of the video. If you guys enjoyed this Theorycraft, whatever, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Yeah, check out my Twitch stream. I'm going to be streaming the entire launch day and probably like 2 or 3 days in a row, and then just keep playing the League after that. The League looks really fun. I'm pretty excited to try it. I also have a Patreon as well, so thank you to my Patreons who are supporting me, and if you would like to be one of them, feel free to check out that. There's a lot of information on the Patreon page as well. I think that'll be it for this, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That'll be Demi out.